The first session I could tell a little bit of a difference, but after the second and then the third, each time it just progressively got better and stronger. And I felt I didn't need the sling at all after a couple of sessions.
Okay. Then we also had talked about trouble sleeping and especially pain when you're sleeping.
Right, because I have to sleep on my sides, so I do feel, have to still be careful of how I lay on it, but I can lay on it and not be woken up by my shoulder.
Okay, so if you start yourself out and position yourself in the right position, then you can stay there. And
yes, I can sleep much better, yeah. And it doesn't hurt me when I roll over to the other side.
Okay.
So
So welcome back. We're here to do a kind of a follow-up visit with MJ. Welcome back, MJ. And we want to talk a little bit about, so far we're about a month out from our initial interview. We did 5 or 6 treatments over the course of about a month. And we just wanted to come in and follow up with how are things different now, what were the results of the treatment, and in order to do that, we're going to go through specifically and watch with MJ some of the initial interview about what she was and wasn't able to do at the time, and get an update on how things are different now. So do you remember that?
I do. Yeah, and I remember it when I first came in to lift things, it just felt like there was this weakness in there and I couldn't support it, and it felt very unstable. And now I'm back to lifting again and it feels a lot stronger. It's still a little bit sore, but it feels a lot more connected in there and stabilized.
So you're not having that issue of feeling sagging?
No, I don't feel like my arm's going to fall off of my shoulder anymore, and I feel safe to carry things, fairly heavy things I can carry now without hurting it or straining it.
Okay. How about the inward rotation?
It's better. Like I couldn't do this at all before. It would hurt a lot. I feel still a little pulling, but definitely more comfortable and not straining.
And how about what you were saying?
And I'm back in yoga for the push-up that I was doing. I'm back to doing that at not as deep of a level, but about 3/4 the way into my full push-up.
And that's after about a month of treatment?
Yeah, about 5 weeks. Yeah, so we did talk about the push-up already, which is much better, and then Cobra, which is lower. I can now have my arms in this position, and there's no straining.
No strain at all? No. Wow,
It feels
that's good.
comfortable, yeah. So I haven't mowed since, but as far as gardening goes, it's better. It does get tired still when I do a lot of gardening. But as far as vacuuming goes, that's much better. I don't have pain after vacuuming.
Okay, so it sounds to me like what you're describing so far is that the pain especially is significantly diminished.
Definitely.
And the mobility is improved, and what's still taking the longest to recover is the strength, especially endurance kind of
Endurance,
strength.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Endurance.
So you feel like you're able to do things with strength, but if you do repetitive things or something for a long time, then
It fatigues, yeah.
Fatigues easily.
So dog walking is much better, and I've upped my dog walking, and I can use this arm again without it feeling strained.
Okay. So you did for a while during the course of the treatment, you switched to just using your left arm?
Yeah, and now I do more left and right, just balance it more anyway because of the injury. But now when I do use my right, it feels more secure and stable.
Okay, and so you're able to take that kind of sudden shot pulling.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a relief.
Yeah.
I feel that it's more balanced.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, some days when I've done too much activity, it gets tired, and then it's always better in the morning.
Right, which is kind of what we'd expect.
Right.
So basically we're talking about improvement in strength and an improvement in endurance
And stability.
and stability. But just as you would expect, you can still wear it out if you do a lot.
Right.
So,
And then each session, I would notice a bigger difference than the session before.
talked in the beginning with the first visit about maybe the possibility of you using a sling for a while.
Right.
And did you actually wind
I
up
never
doing that?
did, no.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I would hold it sometimes just to take pressure off, but I don't feel like I don't have that feeling anymore. It was pretty substantial. I mean, I'm able to do things I couldn't do for a long time, for like 3 months, and now I'm doing that.